All right, let's go to our beginning posture. We'll keep our hands open on the lap. If you're sitting in a chair, keep your feet apart, touching the floor. If you're sitting on the floor, you can sit in the posture that's shown on the diagram, or you can sit however you like, the position that's comfortable to you. We'll bring our attention inward by taking some deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we can breathe normally. Let's bring our attention to the top of our head at the seventh center for a few seconds. Now we are going to shift our attention to our hands, our fingers, and our palms. And we would note the state of our energy system on our hands. We'll start with understanding the state of the left channel by noticing the vibrations or the flow of the energy on the left hand. If it's cool, if you feel coolness on your left hand, that means it's in a balanced state. If it's hot or warm or tingly, means that channel needs balancing. Similarly, now we are going to shift our attention to the right hand to notice the state of our right channel. Now we are going to notice the state of our energy centers. We'll start with number 1, which is indicated at the base of our palms in the middle. Then to our thumbs for the second center. middle fingers for the third, little fingers for the fourth, index fingers for the fifth, ring fingers for the sixth, and middle of the palms for the seventh. So this is a technique that we should also use for our meditations at home to understand the state of our energy system and then guide our meditation accordingly. Here, for the benefit of everyone, we are going to focus on balancing both the energy channels as well as some of the important energy centers here today. So let's begin with balancing our left channel. Left hand will remain on the lap, right hand toward the floor or on the floor. Here we are going to request our inner energy, that's also referred to as our motherly energy because it nourishes our energy system. We're going to say, Mother, please balance my left channel. Please release all imbalances, negative emotions, and depressive thoughts in my left channel through the Mother Earth. Let me feel the joy of my spirit. Let me spread that joy around me. We'll move our attention through the left channel to cleanse it as well as improve our attention. So we'll bring our attention to the first energy center at the base of the spine. And then we're going to move it to the left side of the lower abdomen, the location of our left aspect of the second energy center. Then left side of the upper abdomen to the heart, to the left side of the neck. Then our channels cross over above our eyes. So we're going to move our attention to the right side of the forehead, which is the left aspect of our sixth center, and then to the top of our head, the seventh energy center. Now we are going to balance our right channel. So bring your right hand back to the lamp, left hand toward the sky. Fold it at the elbow, fingers of your left hand pointing upward and the palm facing the wall behind you. Here we are going to request this energy. Mother, please balance my right channel. Please release all stress, anxiety, futuristic thoughts, and worries into the air. Let me be stress-free. Let me be calm, relaxed, and peaceful. We're going to move our attention to the right channel, which starts from the second energy center. So let's bring our attention to the middle of the lower abdomen. Then right side of the lower abdomen, right side of the upper abdomen, right side of the heart, right side of the neck, left side of the forehead, and then to the top of the head. Now we're going to bring both the hands toward the floor or on the floor. So we all know that balancing is a very important technique to bring ourselves to the center, to the present, and stop those thoughts that are coming from the past or the future. Here we are going to request, please balance my energy system. Please bring me into the present. Let me enjoy the present moment. Let me not think about the past or worry about the future. We'll keep our attention at the top of the head. Now we can bring both the hands back to the lap. Let's notice the flow of energy on our hands now after the balancing. Now we will rise our inner energy using our hands and attention. You all know how to do this. So we'll do it 3 times, one for each channel. Then we will give protection to our energy system by using the energy that's flowing in our hands. We'll do it 7 times, one for each energy center. It also helps us keep our attention protected during the meditation. Now, we'll bring our attention to our first energy center at the base of the spine. We'll say, please strengthen my inner energy system and allow my inner energy to rise in its full force. So today is the day of the Diwali in India, and it's one of the biggest festivals in India. It's similar to how Christmas is celebrated here. Similarly, Diwali is the biggest festival of the year in India. And it's celebrated, it's called as Festival of Lights. So it's celebrated with people lighting oil lamps or traditionally or just the decorations outside and inside their house, and then they worship worship their gods and goddesses. And it's very auspicious time, and it's also related to our third energy center and the right aspect of our fourth energy center. So today we are going to focus on those two centers. But before we do that, I'm going to tell you a little story about this for people who are not familiar with it. So the story comes from an epic called Ramayana, and that's one of the largest epics in the world literature. And the story starts with a king who had three wives, and through them he gets four children. And when they grow up, and it's time for someone to become a successor to that king, normally, as per the rule, the child of the first wife gets the throne, but the third wife wanted her son to be the king. So apparently, she had saved king's life in one of the wars before they were all born, and king had granted her a wish. So, so the third wife claims that wish and asks the king to send the child of the first wife to exile. And they all being obedient and more bound to like dutiful and responsible, the son of the first wife takes that order from the king, and him, his wife, and one of the other brothers also joins them. They all go on exile for 14 years. So the most of the story is for that period of exile of 14 years. It's a very long story, but I'm going to just give you a gist of it. So while they are in exile, living in the forest, traveling from one place to other, one of the evil kings who was torturing all the people around the world, he comes to know about the beauty of the wife of the son who is on exile, and he comes as posing as a saint, and then he abducts his wife and takes the wife to his kingdom. So now this son who's or this person whose wife got abducted, he and his brother work with they call Warner, but it's kind of monkey people. So they gather the army of those monkey people, and then they go on and have a war with this evil king. And the person is called Rama. So Rama wins over this evil king. He kills him, and then he brings his wife back to their kingdom. And when they come back in that jubilation or to celebrate that victory, because there was no electricity at that time, all the people in the kingdom, they light the oil lamps to welcome them, and that's how this festival kind of uh, was born, and like the festival came into place, and since then everyone has been celebrating it in India. So it's a very big festival. Like I said, it's celebrated to uh, I guess to commemorate that victory of good over evil. Anyway, that's the gist of it. It's a big story, so I hope I did not. It made sense. So, anyways, so we're going to focus on the third energy center and the fourth today, and it's also related to health, wealth, peace, and prosperity. So everyone wishes all the people in the society to be living in good health, peace, and have that prosperity on this day. So now we're going to focus and come to our third energy center. Let's place our right hand on our third energy center on the stomach in the middle. Let me be peaceful. Let me experience the inner peace and satisfaction of being one with my spirit. Now we're going to say the Bija mantra of this center, which is Swaha 10 times. Swaha, 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 Swaha. Now we are going to bring our right hand back to the lap and we'll place our left hand on the right side of our heart. So this is the place of righteousness and responsibility and sense of duty and purpose for ourselves, to our family, to our society, to our country, and toward this world. Now we can bring the left hand back to the lap. We'll place our right hand on top of our head, rotate our scalp in the clockwise direction a few times. Then we would make our hands stable or steady and try to make our attention stable where our hand is touching the head. We're going to say the short mantra of this center, Nirvichar, 7 times. Nirvichar, 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 Nirvichar. When your attention is stable, you can bring your right hand back to the lamp without disturbing your attention. And we'll sit in that state for a couple of minutes. Now we'll bring our right hand back to our heart. We'll thank our spirit and our inner energy for giving us this wonderful experience of meditation today. We're going to pray for the health and well-being of all the people affected by coronavirus. We're also going to pray for the health, peace, and prosperity to be established all around the world. Now we're going to rise our energies one more time, and then we'll give protection to our energy system.